Hey everybody, what's up? So this is a really special day for me. Today, me and my wife celebrate our second year together as husband and wife, and it was a really incredible day. It was such a beautiful day on a perfect place. I mean, it was the best day ever. Anyway, I just felt that I needed to share this with you guys because it's really important for me. And that's basically it. So what we're seeing here is Crysis 3 multiplayer gameplay. Some of you were expecting DayZ, and I actually tried to play it and record at the same time, but I got like 15 frames per second. It's simply unplayable, so I'm sorry I can't really make, as of yet, any Arma 3 nor DayZ videos, but in the future hopefully I'll get a better video card and, you know, I'll be able to record and play at a decent frame rate, and hopefully by the time that the DayZ standalone comes out, I'll be, you know, my body will be ready. I haven't played Crysis 3 in a long while. Like the last time I played it was still on the beta, the open beta. So I bought the game, I played the single player portion of it, and I never got to play multiplayer. And I was like, whoa, how come I never played it? I'm gonna try it. And that's basically it. What you're seeing here, it's actually my first attempt at the multiplayer. And I actually had a little bit of fun, even though the game has some inconsistencies regarding the, especially the kill cam, because, you know, sometimes when I see the kill cam, they kill me instantly, while in my screen they actually fired a couple of shots first. But anyway, that doesn't really ruin the experience. This is still a fun game to play. There's lots of versatility. There are lots of weapons and unlocks and perks that you can choose from. It's actually a good, you know, a good Call of Duty Future Warfare version of a game, and I actually kind of enjoy it, even though this has nothing to do with the first Crysis, the original one. I don't know if you guys and girls already played the first one. Well, the first one actually allowed for 64 players. It was, first of all, it was a PC exclusive at the time, and it allowed for 64 players. You had ground vehicles, air vehicles, you had obviously infantry, huge open maps. But guess what? EA bought Crytek, and along with it they bought Crysis, so it wouldn't really make any sense, you know, to have two game titles that can compete against each other like Crysis and Battlefield. So they kinda, you know, lowered the threshold for Crysis and turned this into a Call of Duty Future Warfare game. But I'm cool with it, honestly, because the first Crysis is still going strong, so it doesn't really bother me that much. Of course, and I don't like to see companies selling their soul, but you know, let's not forget that the game has mod tools, has LAN support, yada yada yada, all those, you know, sweet things that we PC gamers really enjoy. Crysis 3 is a solid game. I think it's worth the money, to be honest. It's one of those games that, even though the campaign doesn't last long, it's like 5 or 6 hours long, which is incredibly small. But this time around, the type of campaign they chose, it's a much more vivid experience. It's more authentic, and you get to know the characters a little bit more. It's not just about blowing stuff up. So I really like the single player portion of the game, even though it was short. And the multiplayer, yeah, it feels kind of solid, kind of polished to me at all. Lots of game modes, so it adds for the versatility in the game, which is something that I really appreciate. And I'll probably play it a little bit more, even though this isn't really my kind of game. I never liked futuristic games, but then again, I love Natural Selection 2 and PlanetSide. But I don't know, there's this thing about futuristic games. For example, Battlefield 2142, I never played that game much because it was because it was in a futuristic setting, and I really enjoyed the experience, and I'm probably gonna go for more. But at this point in time, I'm just amazed at how great this game looks and how well it performs. I mean, I don't have I have a good PC. I'm not complaining at all, but my graphics card is kinda outdated right now. So I kinda expected this game to be a really, you know, slow experience and laggy experience in a multiplayer. But no, looks like I was wrong. I was playing at a at a locked 60 frames per second, so I was really satisfied with what I accomplished. And speaking of satisfied, I actually want to see Crysis 4 now, because after Crysis 2 I wasn't really pumped for any other game from the Crysis franchise, but after playing Crysis 3, I definitely want to wait for, and I am curious to see what Crysis 4 will bring us. But I honestly don't see that happening anytime soon, so I think I'll just enjoy the game for what it is right now, and you know, no one knows what the future holds, so let's just wait for it. Do you have any suggestions for the next Random Tuesday? I'm kinda actually out of ideas. I've heard about this game called Insurgency. It's an Half-Life 2 mod that looks incredibly good, and the gameplay it's really nice. I'm really curious to see that. I'll probably try and get that game and do a special episode about it, I don't know. But tell me what you think, guys, and again, thanks for watching. Take care. Cheers.